Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection. Headline edition will bring you special reports and interviews in a moment.
How you doing? This is the guy from Pittsburgh. I'll be glad I don't have to hold that up anymore. I gotta figure a way to get that into my video. Well, folks, I found a story this morning. There's all kinds of stories, but I found one. It's over. Game over. May as well all check out. The women will go crazy, and the people at Starbucks will be jumping off of bridges. First, there was a story by the Pentagon that says the Chinese are trying to force us out of Asia, which is something they want to do. They want to control that whole region from sea to shining sea. They want the American Navy out of that area so they can take over. They can control the seas, the air, and the land because they, like the Soviet Union, Russians, want to control their region too. So that's one story. We're in basically an undeclared economic, electronic, political, cultural war with those people. Not the people of China per se, but the leaders of China and the military leaders of China. Then there's another story out there. The Chileans are freaking out because they've had 300 earthquakes recently, and they don't know whether or not this is a precursor to having a big one down there. And they've had some big earthquakes in Chile historically, one in 1960 that I remember. Excuse me. But the most frightening story of all, more frightening than nuclear war, terrorism, Chernobyl, Fukushima, radiation off the West Coast. Oh, yeah, speaking of radiation, on Treasure Island, a partly man-made island in the middle of San Francisco Bay, they're now searching for radiation. As if it wasn't bad enough you got radiation coming in from Fukushima to the West Coast. Somebody in a house there left some radium. And after the Navy left, the city of San Francisco took that over, and they've sold houses there or rented them. And there's some very pricey houses. They got a beautiful view of the bay and the bridge, the new bridge and the old one. And that's another animal. They built a bridge with bad rivets. Now they got to fix the rivets. It only took them about 18 years to build a bridge. And some days it's $6 to go across the bridge. So they're looking for radiation there. But the most frightening story, to get back to that, there's a story on Fox today, linked over to another site. I put all these on my board, where it says foods that may disappear one day. Bananas, maple syrup, because of acidic rain, chocolate, no hot chocolate, no candy bars, no chocolate-covered peanuts or whatever. And the most frightening of all, there may be no more coffee. They said coffee yields are down. And hello to my admin. He deals in coffee. So that's scary. A world without coffee and chocolate wouldn't be worth living. There is a restaurant, coffee place in San Francisco. The guys on Gabcast, I'm surprised they aren't banging on the door when that place opens. I put the video from YouTube. There's this $40 a cup poop coffee that comes out of those things that look like a civet. So I'm sure that B-Dub and whoever else is on Gabcast, they'll be going down there to have a cup real soon. Better stock up on that stuff before we all run out of coffee. So that's what I want to do a quickie on. Just say that you better stock up on maple syrup, coffee, chocolate. Maybe there's freeze-dried chocolate or just add water chocolate, except that out in the West Coast, Oregon and California are still in a drought. So that'll be the next thing. We'll all run out of water and die of thirst after we run out of chocolate and coffee. Oh yeah, honey is another one. The bees are dying like crazy. Linda Moulton Howe has been talking about that. So we've totally screwed this planet up. It's time to let the bugs take over and do us in, I guess. But I don't know how it would function without coffee. I guess I'd have to get freeze-dried blocks, store them in a freezer. Forget about eating. I just live on coffee for the rest of my life. Alright, this is the guy from Pittsburgh. I'll catch you next time, but that's a scary story. No coffee and no chocolate. See you later.